everyone, good afternoon. How are you? Another good afternoon here in Nairobi, Kenya. My name is Lucy. Luke Kaime is my YouTube channel. I'm excited you guys have been subscribing. I'm so happy. You've been following, you've been sharing. I'm super excited. People are calling me, people who know me, and they are telling me we are surely walking this journey with you. So for those who might be new, I will request you to go back to my previous videos because this is a journey. And I'm involving all of you so that we walk this transformation journey together to a brand new era. My journey is about relocating from Kenya to the US on a DV rotary, famously known as Green Card. And you have been working with me, and I'm super grateful. I have talked about my journey since inception when I applied for my green card at a small cyber in Kabete. Then how I filled the DS-260, how I went for the doctor's appointment, how I went for my interview, the documents involved, the preparations involved, and on my last video, I have spoken about getting a host, how I got my host, and how she filled the affidavit of support. And at this point, I want to tell Kenyans that affidavit of support is a document that you are required to have. At least I was asked for the affidavit of support when I went for my interview. So kindly don't ignore the affidavit of support. I know there are some people who might tell you that you will not be asked for the affidavit of support, but I was asked. Suppose I didn't have one, I could have been put on a pending list. You are told to go back, prepare that document. And I'm telling you, that document took my host over a month to get it ready and send it to us. And someone asked me, do you send the affidavit of support to the US Embassy? No, you don't. Your host sends you that document and you put it and arrange it together with your other documents. The US Embassy advises you how to arrange the documents, which one comes on top, followed by which, followed by which, followed by which. And so it's important, guys, to prepare affidavit of support. I think it would be better to prepare and not be asked for it than not to prepare and then they demand that you provide it. Because usually there's very little time between the interview and the time that the DV year ends, which is usually 30th of September. So today I want us to move on with my journey. I told you I'm in the process of packing, I'm in the process of selling household items, I am in the process of even giving out so much that I've already given out actually. And today I want us to talk about what I am doing with my flight booking. I have never booked a flight for myself before. I do fly once in a while, but it's my children who do that for me. This time round, I wanted to do it for myself. But as you might guess, I'm not very online friendly person. Not that I don't know how to do it, but I'm more comfortable doing things the analog way. And so I started by visiting flight agents, travel agents who would do the booking for me. And I visited 2 of them in Nairobi. They gave me their charges, and their charges were coming as one package. This one package involved the flight and their charges. And so they give you an invoice for that. And they show you the different offers that are out there. Personally, this time I had made a decision to try Qatar Airways because I really admire their flight. Their flights are elegant, they are huge, they are sleek, and I wanted to try the Qatar Airways. Other options that you have, obviously, is the KQ. You have the Emirates. Emirates is kind of a high-end, kind of an option, and it comes with higher charges. And so I didn't want to go that way. I want to tell you that immigrating from Kenya to the US is very expensive. In fact, that goes to the families who go there as a family, a dad, a mother, children. I don't know how much it costs them, but it's worth it. So, as I was saying, I wanted to do the bookings myself, but I was caught by burnout. You know, burnout is a situation where you feel like you don't have the strength to start scrolling and finding out amongst so many options. So I just asked my daughter, who is not in Kenya, she is in the south. I asked her to, because she's a frequent traveler, and so for her to just book is something she will do within no time. I asked her to book for me, and I told her, this time I want to travel by Qatar Airlines. And so she booked for me, and we paid using my Visa card. And she used the most obvious option that she uses while paying for her flight ticket. And the option was Flow Cash. It is a system the Qatar Airlines use for their payments. So you pay to Flow Cash and they pay to the Qatar. And so she paid. And you are given around 3 days or 72 hours when the reservation holds, you reserve, you pay. If you have not paid within that duration, the reservation is cancelled. And so we rushed to pay within the reservation period. So we paid, we booked, and we reserved, and we paid. And we are relaxed. I'm not going very soon, but you would ask, why was I paying for the flight too soon? Because there's something that happens when you pay your flight several months earlier. It is very, very cheap. Because by the time you are paying, the flight you are paying, which may be 2 or 3 months earlier, has not been booked. And so the rate for that particular flight at that particular moment is usually very cheap. But the closer you get to the traveling day, if you wait until the traveling day, either you may miss a seat, and if you get, because the plane is almost full, it will be very, very expensive. So I just wanted to book and pay and continue chilling and doing my thing. I'm not in a hurry to leave after all. But now the duration, and I'm taking you through the challenges that I have come through. My duration, my reservation period lapsed. Remember, I've paid, I've done everything right. I've even received a confirmation that I have paid. But after the lapse of the reservation period, which took around 3 days, I received an email telling me your reservation did not go through and it has been cancelled. And I'm like, what? I reserved online, I paid, I have a confirmation that I paid. And at that point, I realized I don't even know where Qatar offices are, leave alone their number. And so my daughter tried to email them because we had paid a good chunk of money. We had actually paid the full amount so that we are over and done with. And my reservation has been cancelled because according to them, you didn't pay on time. And so I don't know what to do, because for that first week, they never responded to our emails at all. This is the danger of doing things online. When we used to do things analog, it was so easy, because you are given a confirmation, you are given a hard copy. If something goes wrong, you just walk into someone's office and tell them, hey, this is what we did, and this is the evidence. But this is online. You can only communicate through emails. Emails are not getting responded to, and you have lost your money. That is why I told you today I'm a bit stressed up. But I want to share with you this fresh information. And some people will tell me, oh, why didn't you go through the booking, the flight agents, the travel agents? But you see, their charges was so high. And what you are given as luggage for free is only two briefcases, each 23 kgs. And that is a total of 46 kgs. That was too little for me. So my argument was, instead of paying the flight agents, why don't I book by myself? I save the money the flight agent is charging me, which is almost equivalent to purchasing another extra luggage. Because the flight will only give you free two uh, luggages, each 23 kgs, two of them. Beyond that, you are going to pay, and you can purchase up to 5 more luggages or travel boxes or travel briefcases, the ones that you see people pulling. You can purchase, you are free to purchase 5 more, but 2 are free. And now 2 are so little. I will take a picture of those briefcases that carry 23 kgs. They are too little. So I wanted to save. Instead of paying the travel agent, I used that money to purchase at least 1 extra or 2 extra bags. So here I am. I have lost my money. Shame on me. Maybe I could have gone through the booking agents. I cannot get through to Qatar, and they are not responding to the emails. So I decided, so my daughter sent me their contact. Their contact is a landline that starts with the 020. 020 is the code for Kenya. And all I want, because I may not be satisfied talking to them on mobile from a landline, is to know where their location is. So I call, and guess what? My phone is picked at an office in Doha, their head office. And I cannot even hear what this guy is saying, because his accent is too Arabic. He's speaking English that is deep in the Arabic accent. So I couldn't even hear, and I started getting anxious. And I told him, can you kindly tell me where, I'm calling from Nairobi, can you tell me where I can find the Qatar airline offices, or can you at least give me their number? And he told me, no, we are not connected to Nairobi office. I didn't know whether to go to the airport, try to trace Qatar from the airport. I didn't know what to do. That was on a Friday, so I had a very bad weekend. Come Monday, I called that number again. I didn't call that number. Actually, my daughter sent me their pin location in Westlands, in Nairobi. And so on Monday, I couldn't wait. First thing in the morning, I drove to their office. I followed the Google map, and I was closing my fingers because I wasn't sure by this time that I'll find them anywhere. We are talking about a huge amount of money, because I had paid my flight to US in full. Luckily, I found security, tight security at the gate, and I drove through, and I got to some point and I asked, can I find the Qatar offices here in this building? And you don't know how I felt when the guard told me that is their office on ground floor. And I ran there before they take off. And when I went there, no, I remember this time it was on a Saturday. I found a lady, and of course I told her my story. I told her I've lost money, I don't know what to do. Do you know what she told me? She told me, if you paid through Flow Cash, we are no longer in contract with Flow Cash. And so I asked her, and then why have you retained them on your website as one of the modes for payment? Because it clearly means people are paying through them and people are losing money, especially people who are used to paying you or booking your flights through the Flow Cash. And so we talked. There wasn't much help. She told me we are closing at 1. Can you kindly go and chill? Your money somehow will be reversed. And I went back home. And on Monday now, in the morning, I went back again because now I am worried. This time I found another girl who was very eloquent, she was thorough, she was attentive, and she really felt me. And I think they had already discussed my case. And she told me, we can only follow up with Flow Cash. And she explained to me, because me, I had paid to Flow Cash via M-Pesa. She told me it will be a long process because it is money from me to M-Pesa, to Flow Cash, to Qatar. And this is not a person, an individual that you can call and explain this to him. But at least she was kind. And at least now I have a contact. I have a place where I can follow up my money. But now on that same day, I told her I had purposed to pay earlier because I needed to save money so that I'm able to purchase extra luggage. And that is why I'm doing this on my own. And so before I leave this office, I would like you to do another booking for me as I remain now waiting for my money to come back. And she told me, I cannot do that, ma'am, because if I pay for you from the office, you will be overcharged $50. $50, I have a calculator here, is around, it's around close to 8,000 Kenya shillings. I will be charged, not as part of my ticket, but I'm charged for not booking online and going to the office and having them book for me. And I told her, Mom, you are the people who have failed me. You are the people who have retained a system, a payment system in your website that did not work, that does not work. And so I'm not leaving this office without you booking and me paying for my ticket because I cannot risk again. I don't trust online payments anymore. And hey, I will not pay the $50. And by the way, they accepted, they took up the you know the blame, and she actually and actually told her, and I want you to teach me how to pay for myself. So I sat there with her on her desk, on her laptop, and she took me through how to pay. And the Flow Cash was still there. So a rare person will still pay through Flow Cash. So I booked for another flight, which will be later in the year. I'm not traveling soon. I'm still here with you doing these videos. So, she booked for me. I paid. But the beautiful thing is that she also taught me about luggage payment and how I can save on luggage, because luggage, paying an extra luggage was very expensive. But she told me, but hey, you don't have to do this. You can do this. and you will save, and you will be able to have more luggage at less. And so that is what happened. Right now, I want, because I'm so stressed out, I want to go on a trip to Nakuru. I have my other home in Nakuru. If I were a man, you would call me polygamous. Uh, because I want to unwind. I want to go to Nakuru, to go and because it was not as easy as it seems when I share this with you. I'm still waiting for the refund. They have assured me they will give me the refund, but I learned a lot, and especially about the luggage and what to do about your luggage. I'm also super excited because you see, through the challenge, I've managed to save a lot of money, which was coming as a hefty charge towards the travel agents. So with that, I will pay for my extra luggage. And I want to come back and talk to you about the extra luggage, because even with the packing, I've made a hell of mistakes, which I don't want you to make. But through it, I've made losses, but I've learned a lot. I don't want you to make the same losses. So I'll come to you and I will take you through how to pack. As I'm seated here, I'm hoping my money will be refunded. Of course, I'm keeping up the fight. So stay tuned. Let us see if I'll get a refund of my so much money. God bless you. Continue supporting me. Subscribe. Hit the notification button. Share. And let us walk this journey. So many offers. At whatever age, you can win your green card and get alive. God bless you. I love you. Salute.